Alright, so this is a video that I promised you I'd put up here, and it's going to be based on converting repeating decimals into fractions, and we're going to follow the process and the steps that we took today. You did a really good job today. By the end of class, I think you had really figured it out, but I wanted to work on another problem with you to get you ready for your little test tomorrow. Alright, so the decimal that we're going to be looking at is, excuse my pen, 0.318 repeating. Now notice a couple of things about this number. The 1 and the 8 repeat, but the 3 does not repeat. Our first step in changing this number into a decimal is we're going to make an equation where the variable is equal to our decimal number. And then in our second step, we're going to actually multiply this equation, the whole equation, both sides, by a power of 10 that is equal to the number of repeating place values. Okay, so we see the 8 and the 1 repeat, so that's 2 places repeat. So we're going to multiply both sides by 100. 10 to the second power is 100. And when I do that, I'm going to end up with an equation that says 100n equals, when I multiply a number by 100, that means I move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So my new number is going to be 31.8. And I want to bring your attention to something that you may have missed previously, but really the next number in this decimal is going to be a 1 and then an 8 and then a 1 and then an 8. Well, we don't really need all that stuff, but you do need to be aware that the pattern would continue, and so that number is actually going to look like this. Okay, so now once we multiplied by 100, we have 31.818 repeating. And that 1/8 again will repeat. Now that I have the two equations set up that I need, n equals the original number and then our power of 10 equation, I'm going to take those two equations and I'm going to subtract them. And we're going to make sure that we line up the decimal points because that's what the rule says. We're going to subtract n equals 0.318 repeating. And now notice that the 1s and the 8s repeat and they line up. Okay, that is what it takes to be able to cancel out those repeating values, which is what we need to do here. So essentially I'm just going to lightly cross that out so you can see that those go away. 100n minus 1n is 99n equals, and then 8 minus 3 is 5, 1 minus 0, and 3 minus nothing. Okay, so now our new equation, now the one that we need to solve, is 99n equals 31.5. Alright, so of course I'm going to slide up here a little bit. To solve that equation, we're going to divide both sides by 99. And 99 divided by 99 is 1, so we cancel those out, and n is equal to 31.5 over 99. Now that's not considered a rational number yet because we have this decimal value in the numerator. We know that a and b are supposed to be integers if we want to have a rational number. So the first step we're going to take to getting this adjusted, sorry about that, is I'm going to multiply both the numerator, and the denominator, and as long as I use the same number, I'm good. I'm going to multiply both of those by 10 so that I can move my decimal point that one place out. Okay, so multiplying by 10, I get the new fraction 315 divided by 990. Now it's just a process of reducing that number. I know that they're both divisible by 3, so I'm going to start there. 315 divided by 3, and I'm just going to kind of jump over here. 315 divided by 3 is 105, and 990 divided by 3 is going to be 330. Now, because my digits add up to 6 here, I know that that's divisible by 3 again, and this number is divisible by 3 again. So I'm going to divide them both by 3. Well, this one is going to be 110. I'm going to have to come over here to the side and do some scratch work. So 105 divided by 3 is 35. Now I don't have divisible by 3 again, but I do have divisible by 5. So I'm going to divide both by 5. So this was divide by 3, and this was divide by 3. And this one is going to be divide by 5. You hear my epic teacher music in the background. And we have 7 over 22. And that is the final answer. So that wasn't too bad, right? You see the whole process here. Almost fits. The decimal 0.318 repeating is equivalent to, in the end, 7/22. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.